News from around the globe. Hot, fresh, balanced and objective.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Monday the 13th of March 2023 and it's equivalent to 24th of Sha'ban 1444 after Hijrah. The headlines: Tinubu moves to form government of national unity. Pacifies Southeast with Senate presidency. Governors give Malami Emefiele Tuesday ultimatum to obey Supreme Court. Armed robbers invade Ibadan community, operate with POS. And on the foreign scene, more than 100 arrested over school poisoning in Iran. And in sports, Arsenal stroll past Fulham to regain 5-point lead over City. And those were the headlines, and for details and more of the stories, I am Ruqayyat Sani Ibrahim. Ahead of Monday meeting with the National Assembly members-elect slated at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has moved to form a government of national unity. Coming after the presidential election, whose outcome is perceived in some quarters as controversial, the moves were ultimately initiated to calm frayed nerves around the country and reunite the people. It was learned that already the president-elect is freely disposed to the zoning of the Senate presidency of the incoming 10th National Assembly in the southeast to assuage the feeling of real or perceived disparity among the people. A reliable source who craved anonymity told newsmen that Tinubu has vowed to leave no stone unturned at ensuring that all parts of the country were embraced in his government, regardless of their political inclination in the last elections. However, a member of the Public Affairs Committee of the Presidential Campaign Council of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Jam Sharon, has urged the leadership of the ruling party to support the speakership ambition of the incumbent Deputy Speaker, Ahmad Wasai. Sharon said zoning the office of the Speaker in the coming 10th National Assembly to the North Central geopolitical zone will serve as reward for loyalty and faith in APC's ideology. Strong indications have emerged that ahead of the zoning of offices of presiding officers for the National Assembly, crisis looms in the ruling party. The All Progressives Congress APC has calls for the immediate resignation from office by the National Chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, heightened. A group under the aegis of Civil Society Organization of Conference of Nigeria Civil Rights Activists CNCRA has asked the National Chairman of APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, to, as a matter of urgency, obey the calls for his resignation in the interest of equity, fairness and justice, just as it said that his resignation will assuage the feelings of Christians. The group, in a statement signed on Sunday in Abuja by its convener, Pastor Ifeanyi Odili, and Secretary Engineer Sina Akadiri, said that Adamu's exit as APC National Chairman will ensure power balancing in the incoming Bola Tinubu's All Progressives Congress-led government. According to the rights activists, Adamu's resignation will also be a great opportunity for the All Progressives Congress to assuage the feelings of Christians towards the same faith arrangement of the party in the recently concluded presidential election. Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele is playing his last card in the closing chapter of the high-stake power play that has enrolled Nigerians in the past 6 months. The CBN boss, who has disobeyed the Supreme Court judgment that the old 500 Naira and 1000 Naira notes remain legal tender until December 31, is determined to influence the outcome of the March 18 governorship election in Lagos State against the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. Sources said last night that the Apex Bank has released 500 million Naira in new banknotes to shore up the campaign of the Labour Party in Nigeria's economic nerve center and the stronghold of the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Labour Party secured an upset against APC in the February 25 presidential polls in the state when its candidate Peter Obi polled 582,454 votes against the 577,606 scored by Tinubu's APC. It was learned that the 500 million naira windfall was mobilized through high-level CBN agents in Lagos. Reports said that Emefiele had worked to ensure that TUNTBE did not emerge as presidential candidate and president-elect. Aside Emefiele's 500 million cash, the Labour Party has also reportedly received $2 million cash from a famous retired billionaire general who hails from the north. State governments which sued the federal government on the Naira redesign policy have given the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami's son and the Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele till Tuesday to comply with the order of the Supreme Court on the currency. The state government, through the Zamfara State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Junaidu Aminu, threatened to file contempt charges against the two top officials on Tuesday should they fail to obey the Apex Court, which ordered that the old 1,500 and 200 naira should be in circulation alongside the new notes till December 31, 2023. Over 1 week after the court handed down the order, the AGF and the CBN have kept mum over the verdict. Their silence has emboldened Nigerians and businesses to reject the old notes as legal tender. The Council for Kaduna, Kogi and Zamfara States, which dragged the federal government before the Supreme Court on the matter, Abdul Hakim Mustafa San, disclosed that Malami was served with the enrolled order and the CTC of the judgment on Friday afternoon, adding that he expected immediate compliance with the judgment as the non-service of the document had given the government and the CBN an escape route. Daredevil armed robbers on Saturday morning invaded a lodging at Olomo community in Apete, Ido local government area of Oyo State, and operated with point-of-sale service device. An investigation by newsmen revealed that the robbers stormed the area around 1 a.m. and used the POS device to transfer money from the unsuspecting victims. It was further learned that the ugly incident had thrown the entire community into panic as residents are living in palpable fear. The case was said to have been reported at the Apete Divisional Police Command, but as of press time on Sunday, the State Police Public Relations Officer Adewale Osifeso could not be reached for further confirmation. Following an attack that left 17 people and a police officer dead, the Kaduna State government has imposed a 24-hour curfew in 4 communities of the Zongwang Kataf local government area. Yabo Chris Ephraim, Special Assistant Media to the Executive Chairman Zongwang Kataf Local Government Council, in a statement said the curfew was to allow soldiers to restore peace in the area. Newsmen reported that a police officer and 11 others lost their lives on Saturday night, following an attack by terrorists suspected to be herdsmen in the local government area. This comes barely 72 hours after a pastor's son was shot dead, while 4 others were abducted in the Karimbu, Kahagu community in Lere local government area of the state. A source who pleaded anonymity confirmed the sad incident to newsmen, said the communities affected by the curfew include Angwanjuju, Mabuhu, Ungwangwakili, and Zongwang Urban. When contacted, the spokesman of the Kaduna Police Command, SP Muhammad Jalinge, said he will confirm and get back with details as of the time of filing these reports. Goods and properties worth millions of naira were destroyed following a fire incident at the oil mill market along Aba Road in Port Harcourt, River State. Although the cause of the fire was not immediately ascertained, it was learned that it started early Saturday when the traders were still in their houses. The oil mill market is a popular midweek market situated in Romo Kurusi community in the Obio Akwai local government area of the state. An eyewitness said the fire, which started at about 6:45 a.m., raged for several hours before firefighters arrived to put it out. While counting their losses, some of the traders lamented the impact of the inferno would have on their businesses, even as they called on Governor Nyesom Wike to come to their aid. Speaking on the incident, the chairman Community Development Committee, Rumo Kurushi, Osi, Wosu, and the cause of the fire was still unknown, even as he expressed happiness that no life was lost. The chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC Ebonyi State Chief Stanley Okoro Emega Sunday blamed the opposition political parties for the gruesome murder of the councillor of Achara Ward 2 in Akposi, Ohazara, local government area, Honorable Ogbonnaya Ogo, in the state. Sources in Okposi community who spoke to journalists on condition of anonymity said the hoodlums accosted Ugu around the court area junction in the community and killed him on Saturday night. The source further hinted that the deceased was returning from his popular pub drinking joint known as Angle 90 when he was killed by his assailants at about 10 p.m. On Saturday, briefing newsmen in Abakaliki, the APC chairman, who stated that the opposition were busy mobilizing talks to cause mayhem in the March 18, 2023 general election, called on security agencies to apprehend those behind the dastardly acts. At press conference, Chairman of Ohazara Council, Honorable Chinonso, described Ugu's death as one too many, saying he fell to the cold hands of unknown killers. Reacting, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) on Sunday debunked the claim that it was behind the killing of the late councillor from Okposi. And on the foreign scene, Iran has announced more than 100 arrests nationwide over the mystery of poisoning of thousands of schoolgirls, charging that the unidentified alleged perpetrator may have link with hostile group. In the wave of cases since late November, schoolgirls have suffered fainting, nausea, shortness of breath, and other symptoms after reporting unpleasant odor on school premises, with some being treated in hospital. State media reported late Saturday that the Interior Minister had announced the arrest over the suspected poison attack in more than 200 schools and have sparked fear and anger among pupils and their parents. The statement pointed at possible link to an Albania-based exiled Iranian opposition group that Tehran considers a terrorist organization, the People's Mujahideen of Iran, or Mujahida-e-Khalik MEK. The poisoning started 2 months into the protests that gripped Iran following the September 16 death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, an ethnic Kurd who had been arrested over an alleged violation of strict dress rules for women. Iran has blamed those protests, which it commonly labels riot, on hostile forces abroad linked to its arch foes, the United States, Israel and their allies. And in sport, Arsenal powered 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League with a stylish 3-0 win at Fulham on Sunday. Mikel Arteta's side have been second place. Manchester City closed the gap with victory at Crystal Palace on Saturday. The Gunners responded with the kind of composed display that has been the hallmark of the unexpected title charge. First half goals from Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Martinelli and Martin Odegaard, all set up by the influential Leandro Trossard, put Arsenal on course for a 5th consecutive league win. With 11 league games left, the North Londoners have the title in the side. And with the sports, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV, respectively. You can also watch us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs. Unity.